이스라엘은 유대교, 기독교, 천주교, 이슬람교 이렇게 세 개의 4대 종교가 집중되어 있는 곳이죠. 그러다 보니까 전 세계 신자들이 이스라엘로 참 많이 찾아옵니다. 한국의 기독교인들도 역시 이스라엘로 많이 찾아오죠. 과연 이스라엘은 이렇게 많은 사람들이 찾아와도 안전한 곳인지, 또 이스라엘에 오게 되면 어디를 보는 것이 더 좋을지 많은 분들이 또 궁금해하는 부분이기도 합니다. 그래서 저는 오늘 이스라엘 관광부의 아미르 할레비 이스라엘 관광부 차관님과 함께 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 고맙습니다. 이렇게 초청해 주셔서. 얼마 전에 한국에 오셨죠? 관광부 차관님으로서 한국 방문해 보신 소감이 어떠십니까?
It was my first visit to Korea, and it's in Seoul. It's a very impressive city, and we found very nice people with a lot of potential to increase the number of the Koreans that want to come to visit to Israel at least once in a lifetime to the Holy Land.
이스라엘은 세계적으로도 굉장히 유명한 관광 국가입니다. 1년에 전 세계에서 이스라엘로 찾아오는 외국인 관광객들 숫자가 얼마나 될까요?
In Israel we have more than 3 million visitors every year that are coming from all over the world, and this year we had a very good year with increasing of about almost 4% by the number of tourists that came to Israel. Israel is a combination of the Holy Land and the startup nation, and tourists can get in Israel very nice weather even in the winter, a lot of holy sites, a lot of technology, startups, historical sites, cultural, sports events, so that's why Israel is very attractive for tourists.
1년에 한 400만 명 정도 관광객들이 오는데 그중에 한국 사람들은 얼마나 옵니까?
We have about 30,000 Koreans that are traveling to Israel every year, and after last year it was a record year with about almost 4,000 Koreans that came every month to visit Israel. And that's why we feel that there is a huge potential to increase the number of Koreans that can travel to Israel, mainly when we have a direct flight with Korean Air that they can get a direct flight from Seoul to Tel Aviv.
한국에서는 이스라엘 하면 이 성지순례 대상지로만 생각을 하는데 이스라엘 이 성지순례 말고도 다른 어떤 여행의 매력이 있다면 어떤 것들이 있을까요?
We have a lot of tourist sites, and mainly the two cities, Jerusalem as the holy city and Tel Aviv as the non-stop city, with a lot of things to do in those cities. Wonderful culinary, a lot of wineries in Israel, many sports and cultural events. All over the country there are a lot of options for bird watching, biking, hiking, via the historical sites and the holy sites and the wonderful beaches from the north to the south, and very impressive deserts. So that's why we are a tourist nation, and we have a lot of even 22% more of Koreans that travel to Israel this year.
그럼 아미르 차관님께서 내가 제일 좋아하는 이스라엘의 명소 이런 곳이 있다. 세 군데만 추천해 주신다면은 어떤 것을 추천해 주시겠습니까?
So in Israel, it's very easy to travel from the airport. 20 minutes drive, you will get to the non-stop city, Tel Aviv. That's around the clock, everything is open with a lot of restaurants and bars and a lot of things to do, and that's why it's very attractive for the young people. Another half an hour from the airport, you will get to Jerusalem, the capital city, the holy city. Well known all over the world, and that's why people want to visit at least once in a lifetime at the old city of Jerusalem, at the Western Wall, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and a lot of cultural areas with very nice museums, and the main market of Jerusalem with hundreds of places and very unique restaurants and bars that open around the clock and crowded with a lot of tourists and local people that have a lot of fun there. And the third place is another 1 hour from Jerusalem, is the lowest place in earth, the Dead Sea. That's from all over the world. People want to come and to swim at the Dead Sea with salty water and a very, very unique experience. Not far from there, Ramon crater. This is the biggest crater that we have in the world. From all over, tourists want to see the Ramon crater. Huge place in the desert. A lot of options for biking and hiking, and that's why it's so popular for many tourists.
요즘 한국에서는요, 코미디언이나 뭐 이렇게 연예인들이 전 세계 여러 나라를 다니면서 이렇게 여행하는 그런 이 프로그램들이 많이 있습니다. 다른 중동 아랍 국가도 여행하면서 이렇게 촬영해서 방송도 하고 그러는데, 제 입장에서 봤을 때는 왜 이렇게 개그맨들이, 한국의 연예인들이, 한국의 방송사들이 이스라엘 같은 곳을 가지 않을까? 우리 저 아미르 차관께서도 아름다운 곳을 이렇게 소개해 주셨는데, 한국의 방송국들이, 한국의 연예인들이, 한국 사람들이 이스라엘을 이렇게 관광지로서, 휴가지로서 생각하지 못하는 뭐 그런 이유가 있을까요?
That's why I travel to Korea. We feel that there is huge potential for the Israeli market, that the Korean will travel to Israel for the Holy Land, to pilgrimage, but not only. And that's why we decide to continue and to invest the Korean market with a specific office for the Ministry of Tourism that will work with marketing facilities to increase the number of Koreans that will travel to Israel. And that's why we are looking for opportunities, and we are inviting the Korean people, journalists, and everyone that want to come and to visit Israel to do it with us. We are looking for collaboration and partnership, and we will support and we will any opportunity that we'll have to host in Israel and to increase the traffic of tourists to Israel.
한국인들은 이스라엘 하면 뭐 다른 중동 국가와 별반 다르지 않을 것이다, 이런 생각들을 하고 있기도 합니다. 이스라엘이 다른 중동 국가와 다른 점, 차별화된 점, 어떤 것을 말씀하실 수 있을까요?
Over the Middle East, there are many countries. Some of them are well-known tourist destinations like Greece and Cyprus. In Israel, we are a tourist country, but we have a lot of other things with the technology as a startup nation. And that's why Israel in the Middle East is an important player as a country, a developed country with a very strong economy, with a lot of option for business and tourists. And that's why we are feeling that this is the time for the Korean market to come and to visit Israel.
한국 사람들한테 이스라엘 그러면 굉장히 위험한 나라, 이렇게 인식이 되어 있습니다. 이 부분에 대해서 한국의 이 크리스천들에게, 한국의 관광객들에게, 우리 브래드TV 시청자들에게 어떻게 설명을 해주실 수 있겠습니까?
Last year, we realized that the security issue is it's a global issue. All over the world, we are suffering from terror attack. U.S. in many cities in Europe, like Berlin, Paris, Brussels, Istanbul, and that's why in Israel we feel that after many years the situation is that we are with a lot of experience, very safe country. The crime rate in Israel is almost zero. This is the only place where everyone, if is either kid or woman, can jog by himself after sunset at the Israeli seashore in Tel Aviv, at the beach of Tel Aviv, or the Central Park of Jerusalem. And with the Israeli experience with security issues, tourists are feeling very safe in our country.
이스라엘 안에서 외국인 관광객들, 성지순례객들을 대상으로 한 어떤 테러나 그런 공격, 그런 사고 빈도수는 얼마나 됩니까?
For many years, no damage for tourists from a terror attack. Specifically this year, with all the terror attacks that we had in Israel, in all over the world, the tourists feel very safe in Israel. They know that no one knows where and when will be the next terror attack over the world. But in Israel, they know that if something can happen, we have a lot of experience with our airline, with our airports in the cities, and after many years, Israel is a very safe country.
그런데 한국의 관광객들이 성지순례객들이 이스라엘 텔아비브의 공항에 이제 도착이 되면은 도착하자마자 저희들 핸드폰으로 한국의 외교부에서 문자 메시지가 계속 옵니다. 예를 들어서 이스라엘 내 테러 지속, 위험 지역 방문, 대중교통 이용 자제 등 신변 안전 유의 이런 문자들이 이제 계속 뜹니다. 그래서 이스라엘로 여행하러 왔다가 이 문자를 받는 순간 내가 위험한 지역에 왔나 이렇게 겁을 먹게 되거든요. 이게 그만큼 이스라엘이 안전하다라는 것을 한국 정부에서 좀 인식을 못하는 것인지 아니면 한국 정부가 이스라엘을 너무 위험한 지역으로 이렇게 생각해서 이런 문자를 보내는 게 아닐까 이렇게 생각이 되는데 어떻습니까? 이런 문자를 받는 우리들에게 어떻게 얘기해 줄 수 있겠습니까?
That we don't know about it, we will check it and we will make any refreshment of all of the travel awareness. But right now, the last couple of years in Israel, all the tourists, and we have a lot of, we made polls and research about it, feel very, very safe. No other city like Tel Aviv that kids or women can go by themselves to the Central Park or to the beach of Tel Aviv. They cannot go to the Central Park in Manhattan or in London, to the Hyde Park. Here, people feel very safe, and this is very important for us, and all of the tourists, that's how they feel in Israel.
그러면 실제로 이스라엘 이 정부 입장에서는 관광객들의 안전을 위해서 어떤 노력들을 하고 계십니까?
Safe is like a marketing tool for us because we are very, very well known as a safe country. We have the safest airport in the world. From all over the world, airlines and from the airports coming to see how we manage the security issues. And this year was very good year for the Israeli tourism, with many new airlines that for the first time launched a new direct flight to Israel from China with Hainan Airlines from Beijing, United Airlines from America with direct flight from San Francisco, many low-cost airlines from Europe, and Cathay Pacific are flying soon again for the first time from Hong Kong to Tel Aviv. So we have wonderful momentum, and we hope to continue this momentum this year.
이스라엘은 워낙 처해 있는 환경이 특수해서 그렇겠지만은 전 세계에서도 이 텔아비브 공항이 입출국이 가장 까다롭다 이런 얘기들을 해요. 특히 이스라엘에서 출국할 때 공항에서 하게 되는 이 검문 검색이 너무나 까다롭고 힘들어서 이스라엘 오는 건 참 좋지만 좀 스트레스를 받 이런 분들도 있습니다. 물론 예전에 비해서는 좀 많이 나아지긴 했지만 어떻습니까? 좀 더 나아질 방향 그런 계획은 없습니까?
All over the world, the tourists are suffering from the security issues. I think that we understand that since 9/11, with the biggest terror attack ever in Manhattan, we have new rules. People are staying 1 and 2 hours in JFK in New York, in Heathrow in London, and all over, suffering from the new situation. In Israel, we are trying to do it better. But if we want to keep and to be the safest airport in the world, we have to continue with full control about the incomers, and that's why sometimes our tourists are suffering from this situation, and we are really sorry about it, and we are trying to do and to take all the efforts to do it as much more easy that we can do it. We have now better facilities for all of the visitors, and we're willing for the one day that we will not need to do all of this control and security issues.
저희 브래드 TV에서는 이스라엘의 아름다운 그런 장소를 드론으로도 촬영하고 여러 가지 장비를 이용해서 촬영해서 이렇게 소개하는 프로그램들이 많이 있습니다. 그 화면들을 보고 아름다운 이스라엘 방문하고자 하는 분들도 많이 늘어나고 있는데요. 이스라엘 관광부 차관님 입장에서 이스라엘을 방문하려고 하는 한국의 많은 시청자들에게, 크리스찬들에게 환영의 메시지를 좀 해주시면서 오늘 인터뷰를 마치도록 하겠습니다.
We want that many Koreans will come to visit Israel, and many Israelis will continue to travel to Korea. We feel that there is a lot of potential for the collaboration between the two countries, and that we will have a lot of tourism traffic, much more direct flight with Korean airline, and one day with El Al, because we feel that there are many Koreans that want to come to Israel, and many Israelis that want to travel to Seoul and Korea.
오늘 여러 가지로 바쁘실 텐데 이렇게 우리 브래드 TV 시청자들 위해서 아름다운 이스라엘에 대해서 좋은 이야기 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?
That we are living in the end time right now. I'm not telling you the end time is coming. I'm telling you, you live in it right now. We are at the generation for which these prophecies were preserved. Term New World Order all the time, and more frequently now than ever. Well, the New World Order is simply world government, and it's forming right now. Furthermore, it's the world government prophesied in the Bible.
World government obviously suggests that you've got a single capital somewhere and a single flag and presumably a single national anthem, and the sovereignty of all other nations is subordinated to that.
Name for this event called the Abomination of Desolation, because Almighty God said He would place His name in Jerusalem and on the Temple Mount. Started with verse number 1. In verse number 11, Daniel, you don't have to guess, because verse 24, and when we get to verse number 9 of Daniel chapter 12, God answers his prayer. To all the wonderful people of Korea, I've heard wonderful things about your nation. I've heard that it's a place where spirituality can really prosper. I produced a DVD series called Understanding the end time. It's 14 DVDs. It deals with the United States, Great Britain, Russia, Germany, and the countries of Europe in the Bible. It teaches which countries are going to end up becoming a part of the one world government over which the Antichrist will rule. There's a prophecy in there about communism, capitalism, Islamism, Catholicism. Wonderful prophecy that's so astounding. There's a prophecy about where the Antichrist will come from, where the false prophet will come from. All these things you need to know, and most of all, the prophecy about the second coming of Jesus Christ and how you can know for sure that we're living in the era of the second coming. So if you're out there and you've never seen Understand the End Time, I would just urge you, at least look at the first lesson. If after that you don't think it's credible, then don't worry about it. But I don't think that'll happen to you. I think once you see the first lesson, you're going to realize that the prophecies of the Bible are coming to pass right now. And all I can say to you, listen to it, pay attention to it, check your Bible, and I'm hoping to someday come to Korea so that I can speak to you face to face. Until then, watch the Understanding the End Time series. God bless you.